San Francisco descends into anarchy as anti-ICE mob savagely attacks federal agents. National Guard mobilizes nationwide as unrest explodes across America. San Francisco. The streets of San Francisco erupted into pure pandemonium yesterday as a frenzied mob of over a dozen masked agitators ambushed four U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) agents outside a federal immigration court, turning a routine operation into a battlefield of flying fists, threats of stabbing, and chaotic brawls. Eyewitnesses described the scene as utter madness, with protesters hurling insults, shoving officers, and one keffiyeh-wearing thug explicitly threatening to stab an agent while boasting about harming the officer's family, a chilling escalation that's got law enforcement on high alert amid a reported 1,000% spike in assaults on ICE personnel nationwide. This isn't just some isolated street scuffle, it's the boiling point of a nationwide inferno fueled by anti-immigration crackdowns under President Trump's aggressive deportation push. Video footage from the clash shows ICE agents deploying pepper spray to fend off the horde, detaining at least one violent perpetrator as the crowd swelled with chants and chaos. Local authorities confirmed the arrest of the knife-wielding suspect, but the incident has ignited fury on both sides, pro-enforcement groups hailing the agents as heroes defending the rule of law, while critics scream, police brutality, and decry the raids as Nazi tactics. One viral clip captures agents tackling a protester to the ground amid screams and sirens, with dozens more detained in the ensuing melee. But hold on, this San Francisco showdown is just the tip of the flaming iceberg. As the city reels from the assault, President Trump has ramped up the heat, threatening to unleash the National Guard directly into the heart of the Bay Area to clean up what he calls a sanctuary cesspool of crime and illegals. In a fiery statement, Trump blasted San Francisco leaders for harboring terrorists and chaos, vowing federal troops would roll in if local cops can't handle the heat. Governor Gavin Newsom fired back, calling it an unconstitutional power grab, and warning of civil war in the streets if the feds overstep, but with tensions skyrocketing, it looks like the guards' boots are already hitting the pavement. Zoom out, and the picture gets even more explosive. Up to 1,700 National Guard troops are mobilizing across 19 states right now, not just for SF but as part of a massive immigration enforcement surge that's got the whole country on edge. Deployments kicked off in Republican strongholds like Texas and Florida, but whispers of expansions to blue bastions like Los Angeles, Chicago, and even D.C. are fueling fears of martial law. In L.A., ICE raids outside Governor Newsom's own press conference last week turned into a circus of unmarked vans, frantic arrests, and viral videos of agents smashing car windows and chasing down illegals, with one family fleeing in terror after masked feds allegedly shot at their vehicle without identifying themselves. Protests there spiraled into 150 arrests after a rally against the raids went full riot mode, with tear gas flying and barricades burning. Nationwide, the unrest is spreading like wildfire. From D.C., where over 2,200 armed Guard soldiers are now patrolling with weapons of war, amid whispers of a crime crackdown gone federal, to San Bernardino where masked ICE Nazis, as one ex-user put it, botched a family snatch and grab, sparking outrage and memes galore. X is ablaze with clips of SF's mayor fleeing in his chauffeured electric SUV from ICE ops just blocks away, and posts screaming, "FAFO, FK around and find out" as agents raid Newsom's backyard. Engagement is through the roof. One video of the LA raid racked up 35K likes, while anti-ICE rants from activists like at CADDCR, detailing unmarked cars yanking people off streets in DC, have hit 683K views, blending horror stories with calls to resist. Critics from all angles are piling on. Left-leaning voices like Newsom and SF Chronicle reporters decry the Guard moves as Trump's authoritarian playbook, pointing to earlier June deployments in LA that led to mass arrests and accusations of racial profiling. On the right, Fox News and MAGA posters celebrate the long-overdue cleanup, with DHS insiders leaking stats on the assault surge to justify the troop surge. Even Wikipedia's got a page on the 2025 deployment of federal forces, chronicling how it started in LA and ballooned to a multi-city operation by August. But is this law and order, or the spark for full-blown civil strife? As the sun sets on another day of division, San Francisco's streets are locked down, Guard convoys are revving up, and the nation holds its breath. Will this mob madness force a federal takeover, or will it ignite protests from coast to coast? Stay tuned. This chaos is just getting started, and with Trump's threats hanging in the air, the powder keg is primed to blow.